Hey, my name is Rice. This is the channel where we talk about Bitcoin and other things surrounding the cryptocurrency space. I know it's been a while since I talked to you guys last. Like I told you guys in my previous videos, I don't just make videos. I know there's guys on YouTube and there's creators that make videos every day. Some make two a day. I think that's a bit overkill, just my opinion. So I like more so to drop videos during like significant points in the Bitcoin timeline, I guess, on my Loki-ish. So anyway, yesterday had something huge go down. It was the B Word conference, which is it's a virtual conference. It was some heavy hitters like the who's who in tech. There were celebrities that were giving their opinions about where they thought the potential for Bitcoin was and the values of Bitcoin. But everybody was pretty much focused and waiting for the discussion between Jack Dorsey, who is the CEO of Twitter and Square, which most people know for Cash App, and Cathie Wood, who is she's the CEO of ARK Invest. So they're known for like investing or bringing about technologies that are disruptive. So like, artificial intelligence, automation, stuff like that. But anyway, so it's basically Elon, Jack, and Kat. They were going to have a discussion. I think Jack and Elon tweeted about this about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, and everybody got hype about it because we thought it was about to be a knockout, drag-out debate between Jack Dorsey and Elon. And this was at a time when Elon was just trolling like no tomorrow. It was just crazy on Twitter. He was going crazy. Like I said, he called Michael Saylor Sailor Moon, man. Like he was going in with the trolling. So anyway, I watched it twice. It was about an hour long, maybe a little bit longer than that, and there was a lot of takeaways from that. There was a lot to take away from the discussion. Just off bat, I felt like Elon didn't take it quite as serious as Jack and Kat did. Jack was stone cold poker face, like he wasn't laughing. I think he smirked at a few jokes that Elon made early on, but after a while he wasn't playing at all. I kind of wish Jack would have been not aggressive, but a little more challenging to Elon. But we're going to get into that. So like I was saying, it seems Elon just has a very like playful nature, and he just, not saying he looks at everything as a joke, but he takes everything super lightheartedly. And there's some topics that came about that he would like say something very serious and then like laugh at the end. It would be very awkward and everybody would kind of like, you know what I mean? But anyway, so Elon said some key things that I know the community is going to definitely double back and check on. He said, first off, that he owns Ethereum. He has Ethereum in his portfolio. That was big. Like, we didn't know that. And he also said SpaceX owns Bitcoin, which is big. I don't know. I got to do a little more research on that because I thought SpaceX was like a private company. Like, they're not on the stock exchange or anything like that, like Tesla. So I don't know how they're able to like put money into Bitcoin when they're, privately funded. But I'm gonna do my research on that. But like I said, we just found this out yesterday. Nobody knew that SpaceX owned Bitcoin. Elon dropped that bomb on us during the discussion yesterday. He also said that he believes that, talking about Elon, Bitcoin is is starting to shift more towards renewables. So that was really a big part of the discussion I was waiting on, is to see how are they gonna reply to Elon's renewable energy concerns. So basically, from what I'm listening, from what I was hearing from Elon, he was saying, okay, Tesla accepts Bitcoin, and then the price just shoots up so high that it was virtually impossible for there not to be coal mining. And he absolutely hates coal. He calls it dirty coal mining. But so that's when he crashed the price, and it dropped, what was it, 54%, something crazy. You remember when Elon said that Bitcoin was bad for the environment, or he had renewable energy concerns, and it crashed, boom. And then that's when everybody in the community just started to hate him. I don't hate him. It's just, I just wish he would have went about it a different way, as opposed to just, cutting everyone's investments in half just because of his opinion. But anyway, That's another thing too, guys. I felt like I was getting the tone from this conference, and I'm not going to talk about Elon the entire time, but of course he was like, the highlight of this. They let him do most of the talking, and Jack and Kat were kind of just like piggybacking off of what he was saying. But anyway, I was getting the tone that Elon was trying to get back into our like good graces, talking about the crypto community because of what he did. Because he kept saying, "I'm a pumper, but I'm not a dumper." He's like, "I'm definitely a pumper, but I don't dump." He said SpaceX still holds their Bitcoin. Tesla still holds their Bitcoin. He personally owns Bitcoin and Ethereum, and of course Doge. And they talked about Doge a little bit too, which was kind of crazy to me. Like, it's a B-word conference, and you let Elon shine some light on Doge. But anyway, they kind of just let Elon do what he wanted to do, really, in this from the get-go. But anyway, he had good points. Like, from an intellectual perspective, he was breaking things down, analyzing things as far as like the potential and the values of Bitcoin. And Kat and Jack pretty much agreed with everything he said. And I didn't see anything wrong with what he said. I think Elon likes Bitcoin, and he said he wanted to see Bitcoin succeed, but I don't think he quite gets like the bigger picture as far as like the financial freedom it could provide for people like in these distraught countries, these places where they don't have access to payment systems, like I don't think he quite understands that. And if he does, or maybe he does, he's a super smart guy, maybe he just isn't concerned. Maybe that's the billionaire aspect kicking in. But Jack, like I said, he wasn't playing around. Kat wasn't playing around. There was no laughing. There was no joking really at all from those guys. Even sometimes when Elon was talking and he was going on his little rants about his companies, he was talking about Tesla, SpaceX, and Neuralink, and you would just see Jack kind of like rubbing his beard like, oh God, how long is this guy going to talk about his achievements? But that's one thing that kind of bothered me about Jack. I'm like, Jack, yo, get on Elon, bro. Like, Jack would always reply like, Bitcoin's going to prosper. It's going to provide financial freedom for everyone in the world. It's going to bring about world peace. He's more so on like that type of time. But I wanted him to be like, no, Elon, Bitcoin's going to be this for the people. I wanted him to take more of a stand like that. But I don't think it was quite that type of discussion. Somebody like Michael Saylor probably would have been a little more aggressive had he been in this conversation. But let me talk about Kat. Kat, she made some great points. She didn't really say too much. Like I said, Elon did a lot of the talking, and then Jack came in second as far as the who talked the most. But when she did speak, she made some great points. Like she talked about how we're trending towards renewable energy, how disruptive Bitcoin is. She kind of gave the backstory of how ARK Invest and how she got into Bitcoin, and they were basically saying it's something like they've never seen before. Like it was the first, what did she say, the first open monetary system in cyberspace is what she was saying, I believe, something like that. But pretty much she was making really, really good points. I really liked, even though Kat didn't say too much when she spoke, she made good points. Jack, he kind of, like I said, was just piggybacking off of what Elon was saying, but like in a positive light for Bitcoin. I think this is a good thing for Bitcoin. It was a discussion that needed to be had. I'm glad that Elon isn't just like he said multiple times. He's not in it for the money. He's not. He didn't say that he's not just here to troll, but he was basically saying like he wanted to see it succeed, and literally as he was talking, and when he was like, he wasn't saying anything bad. The only time Elon really got serious was when they were talking about renewable energy, but that was only because he could kind of link that to Tesla with their battery cells, the solar panels, and all that stuff. So I'm sorry, I had to think about it. Like I said, it was an hour long, and I'm just I had to digest everything. But it looks like Elon is going to actually start. Looks like Tesla's going to start accepting Bitcoin again eventually in the future. Because like I said, he feels like it's already trending toward that 50% mark. As far as the usage of renewable energy, it's probably, if not really close, already there. So don't be surprised if you guys get you see a headline that Tesla accepts Bitcoin again, like sometime in the future. And I mean like soon, not like next year or anything like that. It's probably going to be soon. And that's starting to make me think, was Elon doing this all along? Like, what I mean, like, okay, he accepts Bitcoin and he saw the price just skyrocket. He was like, oh no, they're using coal to mine Bitcoin because we just pumped up the price, you know. So he crashed it. I think this is going to sound crazy. This is my thinking, right? Tinfoil hat on for a second. I think Elon crashed the price on purpose to cause the exodus of the Bitcoin miners from China. Because remember, him and Michael Saylor started that Bitcoin mining council not too long ago, a few months ago. And they're working with the miners who were, well, some of them who left. Because miners went to all different parts of the globe. But the ones who came to the U.S., I've been reading and seeing that Michael Saylor and Elon and his Bitcoin mining council have been helping those guys and assisting those guys get set up and back up and running. So what I think all this is going to, how do I think all this is going to affect Bitcoin? Well, it's already happening. Like literally yesterday, we saw the price go up before the conference even like began. I think like an hour before the conference started, like we were already back at 20K. Yeah, we dropped down to 29K, as you guys know, and then we hit 30K, 31, 32. Like literally as I was watching the conference and watching Elon talk, I was literally seeing the price just trickle up. Like, that's insane, man. It still scares me that Elon has that much power, even though he's talking about Bitcoin in a positive light now. Because like he might wake up tomorrow and like, what if he wakes up on the wrong side of the bed tomorrow and goes, yeah, Bitcoin actually isn't that good for the environment, and then the price crashes again. Like he has, I mean, I'm a fan of Elon, but that much influence over our market is kind of crazy. But yeah, he said it's going to succeed. He wants to see it succeed. He's not a pumper and dumper. He's just a pumper. So that's good. And then, of course, if Bitcoin goes down, Ethereum, Doge, they're going to go down too. Like, you know how it goes. Bitcoin is the dominant crypto in this market. So everything rises usually when the price goes up. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Like I was saying, it was an hour long. For people who have been in the community for a while now, it wasn't really any new information. It was kind of just like an update on things we already know. But it was just good to actually see Elon, after all his trolling for the past few months, actually have a conversation with some heavy hitters in the tech world or the Bitcoin community, like Cat and Jack. Because we know Jack is gung ho for Bitcoin. Like he said, I think he said Bitcoin gave him like a new purpose for life. Like, Jack is really, really riding with us on in Bitcoin. But like I said, man, we're gonna see where we go from here. The price is already up, but we're still trading at like the $32,000 range. The fact that Elon said SpaceX owns Bitcoin is because nobody asked him to say that. He came out and said that on his own voluntarily about SpaceX and about owning Ethereum as well. So that's I'm pretty sure gonna affect the price in a positive way. So yeah, you guys keep stacking those sats. I'm gonna keep posting. If you guys, like I said, I know I'm random. If you hit the notification bell every time I drop a video, boom, you'll have access to me. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. I gotta drop a video about Ethereum, and I gotta drop a video about making passive income on crypto. But like I said, even with all of Elon's trolling, I think this was a really, really good conversation that went down. Kat made some good points. Jack made some good points, even though it was kind of like the Elon show. Overall, I think it's going to have a positive effect on Bitcoin going forward. But yep, you guys keep stacking sats. I'll hit you up later.